Welcome to Duchenne Diaries, episode number 24. And as you can see, today's episode is titled Memorial Day. It's a pretty easy topic to come up with because it is Memorial Day. I thought that this was an important video to do. So what I did was I looked online and I found some different Veterans Day quotes that I thought that I would share. To do that, I would like to do a special thanks to the veterans that I know. Of course, you watching may also know these people. Maybe you don't. If not, that's fine. If you do know someone that's a veteran, please leave their name in the comments. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with my great-great-grandfather, Max Taylor. His son, my great-grandfather, Charles Taylor. They served in World War I and World War II. They were both injured. They both survived. One of them, Charles Taylor, was a prisoner of war. Max Taylor, I think, got hit with mustard gas. I'm not sure if he was a prisoner or not. And then after that, we have Don Huff, which is my great on my mom's side. John Leonard, which would be my great uncle on my mom's side. Norman Leonard, which would be my great grandpa on my mom's side. Josh Weller, which is my stepbrother. Zeb Zillion and Ryan Griffin, which are like pretty much my best friends. Zeb, I've known him for a long time, but we've basically been friends since like 2000. That was around the time his parents moved to the same neighborhood. We've always lived in the same town, but not always the same neighborhood. We've been friends for over 20 years. And then Ryan Griffin, he's actually still in the service right now in the Army. He's stationed in El Paso. He's actually married and has a kid now that's a little over a year old. I've known him since I think 4th or 5th grade. We've been friends since 7th or 8th grade. Then we have one of my distant cousins, Brian DeLoche. We have one of my previous step siblings on my dad's side, Jacob Hollis. And I just have some people I went to school with, Chase DeLess, Cole Carlock. Those were people in high school. And I had two I went to college with, Bill Bingle and William Wallerston. It was by Wally. And then Larry Weller, who a lot of you, if you're from Beardstown watching this, know who that is. So those are all the people I wanted to thank. So now I'd like to read off some quotes that I found that I thought were interesting. I'm just going to read the quote and then say who said it. So number one says, the true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. That is by G.K. Chesterton. Next quote is on this Veterans Day, let us remember the service of our veterans and let us renew our national promise to fulfill our sacred obligations to our veterans and their families who have sacrificed so much so that we can live free. That is Don Lipinski. Next one, duty, honor, country. Those three hallowed words reverently dictate what you ought to be, what you can be, and what you will be. That's Douglas MacArthur. Next quote, some people live an entire lifetime and wonder if they have ever made a difference in the world, but the Marines don't have that problem. Ronald Reagan. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. That is by John F. Kennedy. America without her soldiers would be like God without his angels. That is Claudia Pemberton. There's nothing nobler than risking your life for your country. That is Nick Lampson. I have long believed that sacrifice is the pinnacle of patriotism. That is Bob Riley. This nation will remain the land of the free only as long as it is the home of the brave. It is Elmer Davis. The brave die never, though they sleep in dust. Their courage nerves 1,000 living men. That is Minnow J. Savage. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. That is from who kept the faith and fought the fight. The glory theirs, the duty ours. It's Wallace Bruce. The patriot's blood is the seed of freedom's tree. Thomas Campbell. Never was so much owed by so many to so few. Winston Churchill. Here men endured that a nation might live. Herbert Hoover. Fallen heroes represent the character of a nation who has a long history of patriotism and honor. Michael M. Castle. We don't know them all, but we owe them all. That is unknown. Those that die for a good cause hover as a cloud of witnesses over the nation. Henry Ward. My grave the rain shall fall from the eyes of a mighty nation. Thomas Williams Parsons. The highest obligation and privilege of citizenship is that of bearing arms for one's country. It's George S. Patton Jr. It takes a hero to be one of those men who goes into battle. It is Norman Schwarzkopf Jr. A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than ourselves. Joseph Campbell. The legacy of heroes is the memory of a great name and the inheritance of a great example. Benjamin Disraeli. Freedom makes a huge requirement of every human being. Without freedom comes responsibility. Eleanor Roosevelt. Well, with freedom comes responsibility. Eleanor Roosevelt. Their remembrance be as lasting as the land they honored. Daniel Webster. Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our underlying gratitude, undying gratitude. It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived. George S. Patton Jr. We come not to mourn our dead soldiers, but to praise them. Francis A. Walker. A hero is someone who understands the responsibility that comes with his freedom. That is Bob Dylan. And then finally, our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes we can never fully repay, but we can honor their sacrifice, and we must. So those, um, if you comment a veteran's name, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.